EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Panthers and the Titans, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Hendricks.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Hendricks. This is Fant on the short completion. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game.
20 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll run with Hall. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2nd and 5.
Young will set to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now a first down throw for Young. And he rifles one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Young.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Again, it's Young. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now Young. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Young with it, 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now Spears to begin the drive.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Back to throw. Hendricks.
He finds his man, Sky Moore.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Looking to throw. Hendricks. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
They'll play fake. Now Young.
This is taken in by McBride.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Paul ought to give up the middle.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2.
2nd down and a yard.
As they've got it as we resume action. To throw on 2nd down is Young.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Young to throw it.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now here's Young.
Goes right back to McBride.
Touchdown!
Trey McBride.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he returns this to the 22.
Out come the Titans now. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hendricks. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Hendricks. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now this one complete on the slant route. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Hendricks. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
A 1st down throw for Young.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll give to Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
To throw, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Atkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Carolina.
On play action, Young.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
1st down, Panthers.
1st down, Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Young to throw it.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw, Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From the red zone now, Young.
That's complete to McBride. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here is Young. And it's caught.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Hall.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Young now. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll run for it with Algier.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Fair catch made at the 22-yard line.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
22-yard line.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Lance now on 1st down.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away. No. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7.
Young working out of the gun. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Young.
That is caught.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, Carolina.
A handoff for Hall. To about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And Young's throw there incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
Starting the drive with Algier.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Lance.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lance.
And that is incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. He finds his man complete. It's Atkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's a give to Hall.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Young.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Hall. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Young throwing complete there to Mingo. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Panthers.
Now a first down throw for Young. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throwing is Lance on third down. Setting up the screen. Here's Algier. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First and 10, Young. That is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Gay's kick is good. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Young now. This pass caught by Hamler. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. K.J. Hamler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
They get it to Moore on the jet sweep.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Titans first down.
And Lance now to throw.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here's Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
On the out route, he's got Burks.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football.
Now Hall to start the drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 5. Hall again.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll run. It's Hall.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'll run here with Hall.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Down to about the 37.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Throw left side complete. That's Atkins.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Young to throw it.
He's got McBride here over the middle.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now here's Young. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And the Titans getting set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And Lance's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Young.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.